Welcome to Catalyst on a windy, stormy Wednesday night in Chicago. Hello, replay viewers. Welcome to Catalyst. We do this every Wednesday nights, and we do this all the time here as we go live 11 Eastern, 8 Central, so we can vent with you and talk about the things that are on your mind, to release, to vent, to relax, to enjoy. Hope you're doing well on this Wednesday night where the winds are blowing between 50 and 60 miles per hour this evening. What's up, Dan? How are you, my friend? Welcome to Catalyst. Thank you so much for the award, my friend. Hope you're having a magnificent week so far. Next to a warm candle on a cold, not a very cold night, a very windy, stormy night. Prayers to everybody out west in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, all having severe weather at this hour as that cold air comes in from the northwest and clashes with the warm air from the south. And they collide right along the Mississippi River at this hour. Hello, Ed. How are you? Hello, Gina. Yes, it's very windy. 35 miles per hour winds, gusts of upwards of 55 miles per hour outside here before I went live. Yes, prayers for Disney World. Yes, prayers for Disney World. Prayers for everybody. Hope everyone's doing all right this week. It's a crazy weather situation here, and I know our friends down in Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, and Tennessee, and that area could relate after the horrific storms that went through there last weekend. And we send prayers out to those guys as well, and keeping our eyes to the skies over here as well, as we have some pretty active weather, and we're going to be switching over to extreme storm team coverage. If threatening weather strikes, we will switch to that live, of course. Ed is dreaming of a white Christmas, so am I. And man, we're supposed to have some crazy winds tonight in Cedar Rapids, but luckily it's a week as the White Sox in the playoffs. Yes. Yes. So the storm in Cedar Rapids, Matt, wasn't as bad. It looked like at first I saw something near Omaha this afternoon, and then things weakened a little bit, and then they got crazy again near, there were some tornado warnings, and there's one over in western Wisconsin. Johnny, what's going on? How have you been? What's going on there, Tizzy? Everyone say hi to John. That's Tizzy up there in beautiful Michigan. How are you, my friend? I agree with you on that one, Matt. There's no question about it. And I wish my wife was in here to enjoy that one. She would have loved it. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. And Gina is here on Haps for Me. Thank you so much, Gina. How are you? And I meant to jump on Uke's cast on Clubhouse last night, and I fell asleep. I was so wiped out. Omaha, Western Iowa got a ton of tornado warnings, but they weakened by us, and they strengthened when they passed. Yeah, because afternoon warming tends to do that. And then you also had some pretty high dew points, like in the mid 60s, which is unheard of in December, especially this close to Christmas too. Unbelievable. Lorenzo, how are you, my friend? Yes, thank you. Yes, this is our Seattle Lorenzo down there in beautiful Corpus Christi, Texas. We had 67 degrees here in Chicago today. It was very windy, and then right when the sun went down, it got really super, super windy. Disney World had a fire. Ooh, that's not good. Well, be careful, everyone down there in Disney. I didn't see much news tonight. I was enthralled with family activities and a lot of sports tonight. That's right. REM said it the best way. Exactly, Matt. That is so spot on, man. Telling you. You ever think you'd see tornado warnings in western Wisconsin near Eau Claire at like 10 o'clock at night? Yeah, 80 degrees down there in beautiful Texas, which comes with the territory. But when you have tornado warnings in Wisconsin and in Iowa and the upper Midwest a week and a half before Christmas, that's very unheard of. What's going on, Dave? He's down there in beautiful, tranquil Melbourne. How are you? Welcome to Catalyst. We're on storm watch, but I don't think it's going to be anything severe. I think if anything, as the evening progresses, the winds will be there. But here in Chicago, you're not going to get any kind of severe thunderstorms. I don't think there's enough energy, especially this late at night and everything like that. J&E is taking a break till after Christmas, so we will resume plugging J&E after New Year's. Outstanding work with Ed and Janae here on Haps. Am I done with Christmas shopping? I almost fainted when I got my gas bill. I know, my gas bill doubled. I mean, it's not even, and plus my wife works out of the house. So she has the temperature set at 70. When we both used to work out of the office, we have a, kind of a thermostat we can set. We could have it stay off most of the day when we're out of the office, and then when we're at work, and then we'd come home and it would warm the house just in time. Well, she's here all day long, which is ridiculous. And then she's bringing the temperature up to 73, 74. And I'm like, no, put on an extra jacket. I brought it down to 69 and everything like that. So let's catch up on comments here. Yeah, it was weird, Gina. Very weird. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Everyone say it to Sean, everybody. How are you? Good seeing you. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Melbourne says, thoughts and prayers go out to everyone wiped out by the tornado. Yes, down there in Missouri and in Tennessee and into Kentucky. It was crazy. A 200-mile path that thing brought. Cyclone Tracy was very unforgiving also. Yes. Yeah, that was... not too long ago, actually. Yeah, ours doubled, Gina. Our heating bill doubled. Our heating bill was $90 this year. Last year, this time it was $50, and we've had a very mild fall here in Chicago. We've been very, 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 very lucky. To say the least. So we've been very fortunate. I am on the iPhone tonight, by the way. The girls have taken up camp in the bedroom because of the high winds. They're freaking out, thinking the tree is going to fall through the roof of the house. So they are in our bedroom. My wife's in my bedroom. So Ashley and my wife are upstairs in the bedroom, my bedroom, our bedroom. And Ashley's not in her room, so she's freaking out, so she couldn't sleep. So they're sleeping there, and I'm sleeping down here tonight. So we're gonna get no sleep tonight. That's why I put in my little tweet tonight. I say the later we stay up, the later we pay later. But gas bill is only $27 Australian dollars. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. But you don't get snow down there, do you? And you don't get ice, and you don't get sub-zero temperatures. You don't get anything like around 10, 15, minus 10 or minus 20 C. I hope not. It gets crazy. Yes, kudos to Pete, by the way. Kudos to Pete down there in Florida, over there in Hallandale Beach, Florida. Outstanding broadcasts over on YouTube. So make sure you check out Pete in Florida, Florida Pete. Subscribe to him and my good friend Bugsy Cruiser, Chris, over there on YouTube. Chris does a great job. He was over at the Morton Arboretum in the west suburbs of Chicago last week and did a phenomenal job showing us the lights and the sounds of the holiday season. So check out Florida Pete and Bugsy Cruiser Chris over there on YouTube. They've taken refuge over there since things have kind of changed here on HAP. So we're simulcasting, I think, over to YouTube tonight and over to Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. And I think we're on Twitch. I'm not sure. If not, no biggie. I'm not on the gram, unfortunately. And yes, Pete is also on Instagram. And Melbourne says, no, they don't get snow. Yeah, we have a little bit more extreme temperatures. We will go from minus 20, maybe minus 30 C, minus 30 Celsius, up to plus 45 Celsius. That's the weather extremes that we go here in the Midwest, because we will have snow, not like in Buffalo or anything like that, but we do get like maybe 40, 45 inches of snow a year, which I think like 88 millimeters of snow. And then we get, or 88 meters, 88, is that right? Wait, I did it backwards. Anyway, my metric conversion is horrible. I failed it in 5th grade. Anyway, Tom, how are you? And it was great seeing Tom on my broadcast last night over on on Newly. Greg and Steve, the co-founders, were doing their Golden Buffalo Awards last night, and a big up to Steve and Greg for presenting me with a Golden Buffalo Award for the best new live streamer of 2021 over there on Newly. That was an honor to have them. Super, super cool people. Absolutely. Thank you, wonderful Haps. You've just given me back the boot, but I'm back. Yeah, Haps has been kind of interesting lately. I'll just leave it at that. You have to pay for... No, you don't. Newly is a free app for your iPhone. Download the Newly app for free. And some people will charge for their broadcasts. I am not charging my broadcasts. My broadcasts are free. So if you're a broadcaster and you want to charge for special programming, like a tour or something, you can charge $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 if you want. My broadcasts are free. Baba, how are you? Welcome to the broadcast. Hey, Tim, what's going on, buddy? Outstanding job, Tim and Gemma, tonight on the Mental Health Hour. Make sure you're checking them out. Make sure you visit watch their YouTube. Tim goes on, oh yeah, he goes on the YouTube and he puts the stuff down and edits it down for everybody. He does that, and he also did a great broadcast on holiday depression tonight. Definitely something you have to check out. The amazing and talented Tim Conrad, everybody, on Wednesdays here on HAPS, 11 Eastern, 5 Central. What does the meaning behind the name Newly? You know what? I don't remember. I completely forgot. I wrote it down in the other room. Did you guys get notifications for your broadcasts or for my broadcast tonight? Let me know if you got a notification for me tonight here on HAPS, because last Saturday night we did trivia. We had a very, very competitive crowd last Saturday night, but people weren't getting notifications. So you did get them for HAPS. That's good. That is good. That is so awesome. What's up, Sue? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good evening to my neighbors to the south. We're hanging in there. We have a toupee ban here in Chicago. Anybody with bad hair pieces as being told to stay indoors because their hair pieces and toupees are going to fly all over the place outside. So bad hair pieces, inflatable, like holiday displays, like inflatable Santas and Olafs and reindeer. Keep them down tonight. Secure them and secure the seniors and their walkers. Keep them at bay too. It all means, for the love of God, keep them indoors. Yeah, we've had about 40-mile-per-hour winds here. We had a gust of 50 just before I went live tonight. Go Tigers! How are you? Hi, Sassy. How are you? Good. Everyone say hi to Sassy. She is the tag team champion with Ed on the J&E show, coming back after the new year. Sean got one for mine, but not for odd broadcasts for people. Got it, Sean. Thank you. Didn't get it for Trivia Saturday. I know Saturday was messed up, so I kind of, if you notice, I kind of put something up there on Twitter about it, and then the next day my phone starts, like on Sunday, it's like bloop bloop bloop. I'm getting stuff from Uke. I'm getting tweets or like notifications from James downstate, James Ernest. I'm getting notifications from Bobby Bicker. I'm getting notifications from Jeremy and a bunch of others, and Tim and everybody. It was wild. Jameer, what's going on? Welcome to Catalyst. Yeah. Melbourne Dave says, in other words, you mean the rugs are going to fly? Yes, it's very windy outside. Very windy. Yeah, we have 25 to 35-mile-per-hour winds, gusts of 50 at this hour. They're saying we're going to have, within the hour, we're going to have gusts of 65 to 75. So far, I don't see any lights flickering. If my power goes out, you'll know what happened. Sassy's taking a break for the holidays. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't say no to you guys. Sassy had Tom and Jerry on. Those are classics. I love those. How are you doing, Jameer? Good seeing you, my friend. Everyone say hi to the biggest Dallas Cowboys fan in the whole world, Jameer, everybody. How are you, my friend? What's going on, man? I'm doing awesome. Yassine's in here. What happened to you, young man? Everyone say hi to Yassine. I've not seen you in eons. I see Retta on here a lot, but I don't see Yassine on here. Everyone say hi to the amazing tag team champions down there in beautiful Tampa Bay. The amazing Yassine, his brother Retta. Make sure you check them out. Yassine, you got to jump over to Newly. Newly is a free app that used to be kind of like a tour guide live streaming app, but now they're rebranding. And they want to be like Periscope. Steve, the co-founder, Sassy, was in on that broadcast, and he flat out said, we're trying to be like Periscope again. Notifications from HAPS. Nothing from HAPS came up until like Sunday, and all of a sudden I started getting notifications again. Peter needs to start giving coins again, and it's ticking me off. Ed is having a rant about Peter and Pablo. But you know what? They're not going to give away free coins again. or they're not going to have like discounted coins. Pablo pretty much said that on one of his last Tutorial Tuesdays that was going to be a thing of the past. And over till 3 a.m. Wind advisory in Northwest Indiana. Yep, 3 a.m. here in Chicago too. So the toupee band / wind advisory, or the high wind warning. Great seeing you, Nassim. What is going on, man? Yeah, Jameer, you guys, it looked like a blowout early, and then things got kind of interesting in the second half. But man, did you hear all the Cowboys fans over in FedEx Field? The Cowboys fans took over that stadium. Tim will be back in a second. Again, check out Tim, and they're on Twitch now. They're over on Twitch because that way Tim can use whatchamacallit, live stream or whatever that. Which are you using, Telestream, or are you using OBS? Anyway, Go Tiger says we had that in Kansas City. Oh my God, you guys are right out there too. Yes. And prayers to our friends over in Wichita, in the areas in Kansas, because those winds that were going counterclockwise around there, they had a huge drought there, and it accelerated fires, and you couldn't. All the skies were black because of all the fires. You could barely see. So these 80 to 90 mile per hour gusts accelerated these fires, and they were going southwest to northeast, and it was brutal. Um, oh, what's for lunch today? Ham and cheese toasties. Look at you, Dave. Look at you, Dave. How about that? How are the Bears? They're doing wonderful. I want to thank the Green Bay Packers for beating the Bears. As much as I hate the Packers, as I hate the St. Louis Cardinals, because that way we can get rid of Matt Nagy, we can get rid of Ryan Pace, we can get rid of, I wish the McCaskies would just sell the team. Ted Phillips, get him out of there. George McCaskey, get him out of there. Sell the team to George Soros. That's what I would do. Just saying. Just saying. AEW was outstanding tonight. Who watched that first fight? That first battle with, what's his name? With, it was like an hour-long fight, hour-long match. It was absolutely amazing. And the Buccaneers better beat the Packers, Yassine, because you will not hear the end of it from me. And the Cowboys better take care of the Packers. I want a Cowboys and Buccaneers NFC championship. If whoever can knock out the Packers, I will cheer for your team. The Bears put up a pretty good fight against the Packers in the first half, yes. And then before 7 minutes left in the third quarter, pretty much the proverbial air went out. I should have just turned off the television at halftime and said, all right, I'm satisfied. Yes, Danielson and Hangman Page. Yes, it was a draw. It went for an hour straight, and Page had a huge laceration on his forehead about halfway into the fight, and then Page went after it's Danielson's knee, his left knee that he got hurt in the match before. A great match, and they do have some really good writing on those shows. A lot of it is wrestling is acted out, but I'm telling you, there were some good storylines between AEW, and it's so weird. Why are they moving to TBS instead of TNT? That's the other thing I'm trying to figure out. Yassine says we're going to make it far again. It is very difficult to repeat in the NFL. I'm just putting it out there right now. The dude pulled a Hester, though, yes, and he almost pulled out two Hesters. There's almost two Hesters, except somebody in the Bears went out of bounds and came back in bounds or something like that. We're going to take out the Packers if it comes down to that. Jameer, I'll be a huge Cowboys fan. Even bigger if they can knock out the the Packers. That'd be the best thing for mankind. Possibly he is not interested in Australia's playing England in the second test in Adelaide, which is a day-night test match. Currently, Australia is one of the first things. Oh my goodness. Interesting, Dave. It seems as it could be possibly a Tampa back-to-back championship, hopefully. Well, like I said, it's very hard to repeat in the NFL. Who was the last team to go back-to-back champions who won back-to-back Super Bowls? You guys remember who? Name me some teams that won back-to-back Super Bowls besides the Cheeseheads in 66 and 67. Getting a big gulp of water. Much better. Patriots, I don't think, won back-to-back. Did they? I don't think they did. Not the Colts. I think the last team to go back-to-back were the Steelers. I'm pretty sure it was the Steelers, guys, in the 70s. I want to say it was the The Iron Curtain. The Iron Curtain. I'm, what was his name? Jeff Facenda, the Steelers with, you know, and they have that, the football music in the background. Doesn't that count for music on here? Well, I get featured now. Not the Baltimore Colts. No, they won one. And actually, no, they lost. The Colts beat the Bears in the Super Bowl in 2006. But the Colts lost to, didn't they lose to the Jets? No. Bob is like, the Bears, Ditka won 5 years in a row automatically because he's Ditka. The Giants had a forfeit to the Bears in Super Bowl 21. The Saints went back to back? I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I'm pretty sure. Let me look at, I have my sports almanac here. Hold on. I'll share it with you guys here. I'm putting my glasses on. When I read comments on Haps now, the fonts are so small, I have to literally look it up like this. I'm like this, looking it up. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to get too carried away here. Oh, here we go. Yassine's got the answers. The Packers, the Fish, and the Steelers. There we go. So it was the Steelers that won back-to-back. Thank you, Yassine. I appreciate that. I don't have to look at my sports almanac anymore or Google it on my tablet. Colts lost to the Saints the last Super Bowl. Yes, that's true. And that was in 2005. Well, 2005, 2006, because it was right after Hurricane Katrina. And then if you remember, Drew Brees led them to the Super Bowl championship after Hurricane Katrina. Now I'm remembering now. Now I'm starting to get my memory back. So thank you, Yassine. Yes, so it was the Packers, the Fish, and then the Steelers. Because back in 72, they had the undefeated season. And then 73, had like Larry Zonka, Bob Greasy, all that kind of stuff. I was like 7. I don't even remember. The first Super Bowl I remember was 70. When was in Miami? 75. It was 75, 76. I was in Miami Beach, and we were on the beach that weekend, and somehow we had tickets to a hotel down there during the Super Bowl. And I remember the Goodyear blimp flying right over the hotels off of Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, 1976. It was amazing. I never saw a blimp that close to in my life. It was so cool. After halftime, they did the onside kick. Yes, they did. You are correct, sir. I remember that. What's going on there, amazing Shelley? How are you? And Shelley, thank you so much for joining my herd over on Newly. I joined yours right back. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for the awards. Look at Yassine pumping the 1 awards to me here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It helps pay for Ashley's medical cannabis bills to keep her seizure free. And next week, we'll be commemorating 4 years being free of her epileptic seizures, guys, thanks to medical cannabis, which is a big credit to you guys, too, for hanging out there with me and supporting me and being there during the tough times as well. Good seeing you. Yeah, like I said, Newly is a new app. It's for iPhones only. It's a live streaming app that originally was kind of like a tour guide, like a live streaming. You'd pay a tour guide to show you around different parts of the world. But now they're new rebranding because, quite frankly, COVID kind of put a damper on travel. So they reached out to me and some others like Sassy and Joanne and me and Retta and Wolf Puppy and some others. And they are trying to recreate Periscope pretty much. And Tom's on there too. Newly's going to try to be a viable platform with trivia. Will you stick with Haps? It's too early to say. Thank you for the bomb award, Shelley. I appreciate that. I don't know. It's very early, Tom. There's a Newly. I mean, I love Steve and Greg, but quite frankly, and I told this to Doug this morning on the Doug and Alley morning show over on the Frameable Faces program this morning. I told Doug flat out, I said, don't go on it yet because it's still a work in progress. You can't see replays. If you tap on a comment, like see how you can like sometimes you can tap on somebody and you can like see their profile or you can reply to them or mute them or block them or whatever. You can't do that either. And if you look at the comments field, like it says whimsical by Shelley, and then there's a comment underneath it, on Newly, it only has the comment. You have to kind of look really close at the icon to see who it is. So if your profile tab has like a good close up of your face, like Yassine and Shelley do, and Tom, you'll be able to be recognized on Newly. However, it will not say Yassine sent a 1 to JS on Haps, or whimsical by Shelley saying, I like that there's not a lot of latency. Right. That's the other thing too. It is super fast. It is lightning fast. We did some latency tests and it was very quick, very responsive. My only concern, albeit a minor one, is that when someone joins in on a phone call, it slows the stream down a little bit. Hello, Carlinda. How are you? Welcome to Catalyst. We're talking about Newly, and we're talking about all kinds of stuff here tonight. We're going to also talk about our Periscope days. 1 year ago tonight, guys, we all learned through Twitter that Twitter was going to do away with Periscope 1 year ago today, December 15th. And that was a game changer. I know, it was horrible. It was horrible. And I got a notification from Twitter about 1 year ago today around, oh boy, I want to say it was like around 1:30. And then 2:30, Sassy jumped on and DM'd me and goes, Jim, did you see what happened with Periscope? So Sassy was the first one to DM me about it, but I saw it an hour earlier. I was at the office. Or no, I wasn't at the office. I was down here. I was in my office here at home, working from home because of COVID. And that's when I got the announcement. And prayers to her new narrative 98. That is Carlinda. She's out of the hospital after having COVID. So prayers to you, Carlinda. I hope you are feeling better. And I hope you get stronger with each and every passing day. Everyone's so spread out now. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's kind of sad. And that's why I was kind of disappointed with Haps. Like I said, I'm not going to sit there and call people out. I mean, it's their money, it's their platform. If they want, if they want to market it in a different way, they have the right to do so. But it was just kind of unfortunate that virtually a whole community of people from Periscope were pretty much just spread out and splattered all over the place. Kind of like Gallagher with a watermelon with a big sledgehammer, smashing it, and all of the seeds and all of the watermelon spraying all over the live streaming universe. I could still get into the Periscope app, though. Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can still get into the Periscope app, but you can't broadcast from it. You can pretty much just what's what I'm looking for here. You can only just watch old replays, pretty much. I miss Periscope too. Hey, what's going on there, Hattie? How the heck are you? Welcome to Catalyst here on a pretty how you doing, Naomi? Good seeing you. Everyone say hi to Hattie123. That is Naomi. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. Welcome to Catalyst. We have the nice warm candle tonight. We're just unwinding, relaxing, and just having a nice, we're talking about Periscope memories tonight. And anything else you guys want to do. This is the broadcast. We don't have to look at me. We don't talk football all night. We don't do trivia. We just I give you the steering wheel and you guys spill your guts. You can talk about good things, bad things, things that will empower you, things that will give you some hope, things that will give you make that turn home after a busy, crazy week, get you closer to Friday and everything. Yeah, everyone is spread out now. There's no question about it. I mean, as a matter of fact, just now, since I've gone live, I've seen Uke go on somewhere. I've seen Randy Horton go on somewhere. I've seen Joe Burke go on somewhere. I've seen Linny go on somewhere. None of them, quite frankly, come in here anymore, which I understand. It's their decision. I go on their casts, but I don't see them on mine. But anyway, but that's their decision. And I think the important thing is find a platform that makes you happy. I mean, right now I'm in limbo right now because I'm thinking, well, if no one else, I feel bad for people who are still here on Haps, like viewers, and I don't feel people to feel like they're being abandoned. I know some people want to go to Twitch because they want to monetize. There are others who want to go to Twitch because they want to use, whatchamacallit, like OBS, or they want to use Restream or something so they can do landscape and do all these effects and everything. Everyone is on their own, but there are still people on here that still provide fun content. There's regulars like Mr. Chris Gales, good segue. Who does a lowdown crap like that? What's going on, Mr. Chris? Everyone, say hi to the pride and joy of beautiful Memphis, Tennessee, the king of Beale Street, Mr. Chris Gales. How are you, my friend? And Chris is one who's still on here. He's one of the OGs who sat in on one of our Google Meet calls a while back, about a year ago. And it was definitely, yeah, like I said, we're still kind of, we're hanging out. Oh, come on now, Chris. You're good. You're good. How are you, Chris? Good seeing you. Welcome to Catalyst. You don't have to look at my mug. You get to look deep into this candle and get your mind off all the stress and the anxiety work week. Chris, when I went live earlier today from the comforts of his own home. And Chris, if you want, plug your broadcast and plug your gigs coming up. And there's a number, I believe, that you can call to get on his list to see where he's going to be performing next, because he is traveling all over the place in the Memphis area to entertain everybody. It is such a nice city, and I miss it. I miss it. It is lots of fun down there. Naomi says, I found great people, not the platforms. As we've all learned, platforms are a business and they have to do what they think is best. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm kind of like missing. I'm missing seeing some people, but I can't be everywhere at once. That's why I'm still kind of doing haps here. I am monkeying around with Restream, and I don't know what to do with it yet. I created a YouTube account. I created a Twitch account. I just haven't gone live on either of them yet. It's a work in progress. Ooh, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Ask and ye shall receive. Look at that. You could just text JS on Haps to that number below. And that way you'll get all of the information you need to hear about some of Chris's upcoming gigs. And if I ever get down to Memphis, I am going to treat Chris to dinner or lunch or something. We got to do it. And we've been talking about getting down to Tennessee. And how, Chris, were you and everybody okay? And I know you guys were south of the storms or away from the storms, but they crossed through you last weekend. Are you guys okay? And is everybody in your area okay? Because I know a lot of that went through Missouri and into Tennessee and into Kentucky, but I want to make sure that you guys are okay, because the line winds were ridiculous. You had a lot of wind. There were tornado warnings, from what I understand, in your area. I just want to make sure you guys were okay. All good here. Okay, good. Because like I said, the Mid-South got inundated. I mean, Southern Illinois, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky. I mean, it was sad. Arkansas. I mean, there were a lot of, not just tornadoes. I'm talking about high winds, line winds, almost like derecho style winds, like 90 plus miles per hour with no rain or precipitation, just a line wind that just went right through that area, downright frightening. And Carolina is going to be in Memphis in January. See, there you go. And plus, it's a lot warmer down there. Now, they still have the Liberty Bowl down there in Memphis, don't they, Chris? I think they have the Liberty Bowl over there at the stadium down there. And I drove by that stadium once, and what a historical facility that is. That place has been around forever, and it has staged some of the most memorable postseason games in college football history way back. Oh, my goodness. So it did break some records. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And plus, it was really warm down there, too. Wasn't it like near 80 or something like that? It was crazy. I am so thirsty today. Jonathan in beautiful Arizona. How are you, my friend? You tried to watch over on Twitter, but we were ignored. Oh, my goodness. I'm not seeing any comments from Twitter, so my apologies. If you guys are on Twitch or Twitter, I am trying to simulcast over there, so it's not like I'm ignoring you guys. It's just that for some reason the user interface between Haps and Twitter and Haps and Twitch isn't working as well as I'd hoped. So, Jonathan, I hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome to Catalyst and the Coliseum. Oh my goodness! Oh my God, the Coliseum. Well, because before the Coliseum, um, was that where Memphis State played some of their home games back when Keith? Remember Keith Lee? In college basketball, Keith Lee was like a very dominant center for back then they were called Memphis State. Ooh, that is so cool, Chris. Yeah, that is an ancient historic venue, and that's still there. I mean, since then, I mean, like teams like the Grizzlies, they've moved over to the FedEx Forum, but um, but the Coliseum, that's where like Memphis State was in the Great Midwest Conference, and I forgot what other conference they were in way, way back, but they were one of the elite teams in that conference, and they had some postseason berths in the NCAA tournament back in the late '70s, early '80s, and I thought of Keith Lee right away because that man, he was a man amongst boys when it came to playing inside the paint. Inside, that guy used to crash the glass, and he managed to still like on transition. He was kind of like a power five. You know what I mean? Just fast, and he could still do it. It was the Coliseum, and then it's the pyramid. Oh my God, the pyramid! That was they hosted some NCAA tournament games there, like first and second round tournament round games there too. Oh my God, the mop. Hey Tim, welcome back. Mop. God, Tim and Gemma did such an outstanding job. Tim and Jim did such an outstanding job tonight on Twitch with the mental health hour tonight. It was about holiday depression, and it was just an affirmation that you are not alone and that there are people out there that will listen and support you regardless. I mean, some people are even saying, and this is true, it's said because just because your family's not near you doesn't mean you can't have fun at Christmas. There are other friends who are in your same boat, and they will be there to support you as well, without question. I loved it. You guys did an amazing job, Tim, and you and Gemma spent so much time researching things and putting it all together, and you have those slides. And then, guys, the best thing is not only does Tim do that on his program, he will then take excerpts from those episodes and he will condense it down into kind of a Cliff's Notes version and put it up on YouTube. So make sure that you're checking out Tim Conrad on all platforms. The guy has emerged from being just a viewer to he's kind of like our male version of Emma. Remember Emma Jasmine? She had social anxiety disorder. She was really reluctant to go live. And she used to sit here like 3.5 years ago on Catalyst and sit here until like 1 a.m. talking with us here. And she's like, I'm afraid to go live. I'm afraid to go live. And then now she's on a lot, not as much as she used to, but we took the training wheels off and Emma's doing quite well. She found herself a man and some dogs, and she's broadcasting live in Los Angeles and other locations. And now we're doing the same thing with Tim. Tim used to be a viewer of Catalyst and still is, and he just watched. He never went live, but now he is sharing his story. And Gemma, God bless her too, she's amazing too. Both of those guys are overcoming huge obstacles, and now they're sharing their story for all and inspiring others to take directive and assert themselves in a positive way, and get out of the situations that they're in to become more empowering for themselves and to help others. So super cool. This time of the year is hard. Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. I can't go live on my channel. Oh, on Haps? Yeah. Haps kind of changed the rules a little bit here. I guess, yeah, my one friend who does my hair, she told me the same thing. She's like, oh, people from Haps were on my show and on my broadcast, and now I can't get in anymore. And she got like 100 and something followers. That was about it. So she just gave up and said, I'm done with it. I don't have time. So kind of sad. Yes. And the other thing is the loss of a loved one during the holidays. Death of Periscope fits right in as well. Yeah, that was kind of kind of a weird thing. We're going to talk about the loss of a loved one too, because that's happened to my family as well. God, I mean, I lost my grandparents, both my grandmother and my grandfather. I lost right and or around Christmas. My mom, I lost right after Thanksgiving. Um, but yeah, that is definitely something that it's not easy, guys, especially in this day and age. It's imperative that we support one another, regardless. We have to support each other and be understanding. And the death of Periscope fits in right as well. Yes, exactly, exactly. We were talking about that tonight, also, guys. And um, I keep telling people this story because like 1 year ago this week, it was just a whirlwind of events. Monday, December 14th, a year ago, yesterday, um, Blaine invited me into a Google Meet chat with, without question, some of the OGs of Periscope. There was like Randy Horton, Bobby Bicker, Chantal. Um, there was like, who else was in there? Carrie Long. There was Joanne Pham. There was a bunch of people in there. There's legends of Periscope, and I was included on that. And it was unique. It was a Google's Zoom call with Haps's front office. It was basically run by Peter and Pablo, but Mark Goldman, David Newman, Brett, all three of those guys were in the room hanging out, answering our questions, and we were introduced to Haps on the 14th, 1 year ago. The next day, Twitter, which is today, December 15th, Twitter sends out a tweet. And if you saw that tweet up on my JS Scope page over on Twitter, that was the page that we got from Twitter. And then Kayvon sent out a message shortly thereafter. So basically Jack from Twitter basically essentially gave Kayvon a gun and said, okay, shoot Periscope, kill your own, and then that was pretty much the end of Periscope on March 31st. But today was the day, 1 year ago today, it was the day that Twitter announced that Periscope was going to be gone on March 31st. Yes, Randy left Haps a couple of months ago. He had some reasons. He explained on his broadcast. He's been on Twitch forever. He's gaming and doing his daily drives and everything. Randy's awesome. I love that guy. Randy's a good guy. He's super fun and down to earth and just straightforward. He's going to shoot from the hip. He's not going to candy coat nothing, and that's why I respect that man. He's a good American, even though he's in Saudi Arabia. He needs to be here in Illinois or in the States. But yeah, so then the next day, it was the Golden Squirrel Awards. So again, December 14th, the HAPS meeting on Zoom, the Zoom call. 15th, Twitter announces Periscope goes down. And then the 16th are the Golden Squirrel Awards last year. Yeah, they were talking about Periscope dying 3 weeks ago before the announcement, and nobody believed it. Yeah, someone, I think I put that screenshot about the someone put up a code on some kind of a laptop saying end Periscope or something, and there's like some kind of a code that was just going to delete the platform or something. Someone just typed it into a laptop and just made it up, made it look like the end of the world. But Twitter wanted to invent the radio by focusing on Twitter Spaces instead of Periscope, which was doing this to begin with. It's kind of sad. Hey, Bernie, how are you? What's going on, man? Everyone's had a Bernie. Hope you and Vanita are doing fabulous, my friend. I think Melbourne Dave is in here too, Bernie. Just putting that out there. It all happened a day apart. Yeah, because Monday it was the HAPS meeting with all of us. Tuesday, Twitter made the announcement. And then the next day, I felt like I was like not hosting an award show anymore. I felt like I was hosting a funeral or like a wake. It was like a Periscope wake. We had about, and I'm going to show that replay tomorrow, guys. Today, I showed on my Twitter feed on JS Scope. I posted a replay of the 2019 Golden Squirrel Awards. I've never seen so many bubbles from so many old scopers in one broadcast, and so many names that were going on up and down the comments field. And we also had a bunch of really cool, we had a lot of bunch of cool presenters too. So watch that replay. And tomorrow I will post last year's and the final Golden Squirrel Awards. That'll be fun tomorrow. A couple of beers watching cricket. Yeah, Dave was talking about the cricket matches going on. That's wild. It's cricket season already because it's the middle of summer. It's like baseball here in the States, cricket over there in Australia. It all happened a day apart, which is wild. Jonathan is now on TikTok. Great live streamer community. Give it a try. You know what? I feel like I'm too old for TikTok. I tried it once. Wolf Puppy tried to get me to go on TikTok last year. And I was at spring training. I went live in Tempe, Arizona at Pedal House Brewing for about 5 minutes. I just didn't like it. It was just something was missing. Chris says, I predicted that I would 2 years ago, and somehow someone said that it was here to stay, asked if they ever heard of Sears. Perfect analogy, Chris. I'm telling you, that is a perfect analogy because it was funny because I put that picture of me at the last Sears store in Illinois down at Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg. I have a picture of me in front of an entire empty store. And I used to go there when I was like a little kid and stuff like that. God. Yes. Remember the old bubbles? Yes. Watch that replay. Seriously, guys, there are tons of bubbles on that broadcast. Yeah, it was just a question of not if, but when it was going to go down, Chris, because if you recall, Chris, and I'm sure you do, and a lot of others in here do, after Twitter took over the reins of Periscope from Kayvon and those guys, the Periscope help was virtually non-existent. It was the Wild West. Trolls and bots were running rampant, and the app was out of control. And by then, they were focusing on spaces and all of that. That was the end of it. Australia versus England, that's blood right there. That's like Cubs, Cardinals. That's like Yankees, Red Sox. Definitely. John, what's going on? Love Periscope was only on there for the last 2 years. Opened my eyes to live streaming. Yes. Everyone's had a John, everybody. Yes. Oh my God, the Sears wish book. Remember the old Sears catalogs? Those things were like 1,000 pages, and they were glossy color pictures and a lot of bad polyester and a lot of button fly collars and flare pants, and that was hysterical. Love that. So we hate England and cricket. I'm telling you, it's like Yankees, Red Sox. It's like me hating the Cardinals. With all due respect, Dan's in here. Dan is in here from St. Louis. He knows I'm a Cub fan and he's a Cardinals fan, and we're going to agree to disagree on stuff. I never got a response from an issue I was having and was afraid to press the issue because they were banning people left. Oh, remember that, Chris? Yeah, randomly, if you remember that, guys, back in like 2019, early 2020, people were being banned randomly left and right for no reason whatsoever. And people who went to complain got banned too. It was amazing because they would just do it for no reason. And we couldn't figure out why. And if you remember, we had to go on Twitter and I think it was, who was it they got? I think Lane got banned. If you remember Lane from Long Island, we literally had to go on there and sit there and go, please reestablish their Periscope account. And it took sometimes weeks. Wolfie got blocked. I mean, it was weird. William, thank you for the burst. I appreciate it. How are you? Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Catalyst. Ooh, look at that. There's Ella and her bunny. I just want to put that on there really quick. I joined Periscope in 2015, just in time for the best of times. Yes, that was the golden era. I started going, my first day on Scope was, April 29th, 2015. I may have told this story, but to make a long story short, cops were acquitted in Baltimore. And there's clear evidence that they were just being very harsh and brutal on somebody, and they were beating him up, and it just wasn't right, and the cops got acquitted. And the second those cops got acquitted, it was going down. I mean, the whole west side of Baltimore was up for grabs. I mean, there was looting, cops' cars getting tipped over, just demonstrations. and there were people marching, and meanwhile the news networks here in the States, here in the US, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, all of them are talking about Hillary and Trump and the elections. Meanwhile, half of Baltimore is there's like it's a state of emergency. Lives are being are at risk. There's a message people needed to be heard in those neighborhoods. Justice wasn't served in the right way. And hey, Ella, how are you? What's up, Bry Guy? John Gotti. Freddie Gray, thank you. Yes, Tim, because you're right. You're in Maryland. Yes. Oh, Sadia. Yes. Oh, God. Sadia's cool. I like her. And Wolfie's awesome, too. I miss Wolfie. She's amazing. Ella's on Twitch. Yes, that is correct. I think Ella has officially made the switch. If you want to do some late night chilling after this, jump over to Twitch. I'll jump on there and say hi and hang out over on Twitch. I'm starting to get my feet wet. I've not broadcast on Twitch yet. I simulcast there. I've not gone live there yet. But yeah, the whole Freddie Gray incident, and everybody was up in arms about how that was handled and how the cops got acquitted. And so I didn't see any coverage of it except on Twitter and on Periscope. Ella is everywhere. Look at that. See, she's a multitasking kind of gal. As a matter of fact, I think I have pictures of, I have screenshots of the guy at the Guardian getting about to get attacked by somebody. He was like streaming them looting a store. Here we go. And look at the date. I want to show you the date here. Actually, I will show you the date here. Check out the date. Don't freak out. It's going to get really bright. Right there. Look at the date on this screenshot. April 27th, 2015. That was the first day I was on Periscope. Look at the top. April. Hey, Ash, how are you? Ash was on Michael Bathurst earlier today. So say hi to the amazing and talented Ash. She also does card readings, and she's a very cool spiritual gal. And I got to jump on your cast someday. Ash, we're doing wonderful. How are you? And Ella's everywhere. Make sure, and Ella, plug your stuff here because we have to promote your discount over there. So as you look closely here, look at this. Be careful about filming. We're the community leaders. And sure enough, hey, Renee, how are you? We're talking about our very first day on Periscope. And there is mybunnyvalentine.com. I forgot to get that little thing I usually use here. And someone put down here, yeah, this guy is nuts. You're going to get jacked. The guy's like from the Guardian in Ireland asking somebody, he's guarding a store while guys are going in there, take stuff out from the store. And the guy's like, this guy's going nuts. You're going to get your phone jacked. It was crazy, and this is April 27th of 2015. And then sure enough, here's the riots later that evening. And you can tell the day here. It says April 28th, 2015. The next day, my second day on Periscope. And it says, yep, mass time, gas, told you. And they're gassing everybody. Meanwhile, Fox and MSNBC and CNN, all these so-called news networks, they're showing Trump and Hillary all night. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Renee, how have you been? Merry Christmas to you, everybody. And Merry Christmas to Ash, everybody. Yeah, these are old pictures, my very first day on Periscope. Oh my God, Meerkat. I was on Meerkat for like 3 days and it sucked. Who remembers Meerkat? Remember Meerkat? And we're still wearing masks yet, and it's not for gas. That's the interesting part. Hold on really quick, guys. Let me get something really quick. And for my quiz Saturday night, guys, I will be wearing all Periscope stuff. I found the Periscope hat, the Periscope t-shirt. I will be in all Periscope attire Saturday night for trivia. So if you want to see the old retro look, I am down. We're going to party like it's 2015 when Annie Sultan and everyone used to send me free stuff. I broke my mug though. I don't have my mug, and I think what's her name? My friend, what's her name? Over not too far from me down the street here. Um, oh God, I forgot. Becca. Remember Acebec 101? Becca has my Periscope Live button. I let her wear it to one of the meetups, and she didn't take it off of her. She was wearing like a string top, and I told her not. I said she can hold on to it. New grandbaby, everyone! Congratulations to the amazing Renee. Congratulations. What is the name of the grandbaby? Congratulations. That's great news. That is great news. I love it. Give us a name, and I'm going to plug this amazing woman right here. MyBunnyValentine.com. 25% off, guys. If you scroll up and you check it out and use that Bunny Holiday 25 thing in the coupon code, 25% off of your purchase. Make sure you go to MyBunnyValentine.com today and support small businesses, including our good friend Ella here on Haps and over on Twitch. That's right. There you go, Ash. Thank you so much. God, Zoe Renee. How cool is that? I love that name. That is so cool. Congratulations, Renee. I am so proud of you and your family. That is great news. We need some good news. Jonathan says, who remembers Busker? Oh, God, Busker. How can you not love Busker? All right, I didn't like Busker. But anyway, that is great news. That is a cool name, too. I love that name, Zoe. That is so cool. That is, oh my God, hold on. Our lights just flickered. And the wind just picked up. Should we go outside? Should we go outside and watch like stuff get blown over? Should we do it? I mean, it's very dark out, though. You won't be able to see much. And if the lights flicker, you aren't going to see nothing. It is really windy out there. We have a toupee ban here in Chicago. So anybody with a bad hairpiece is encouraged to stay indoors or secure their hairpiece because they're going to lose it. You know, the heck with the inflatables in the front of the house, the inflatable Santas and the inflatable, Olafs and all of that. Hey, what's up, Rodman? How are you? What's going on? Mr. Rodman's going to be the recipient of a lot of wind here as well over there in Michigan. It was very crazy over there, too. It has calmed down now. Okay. Well, there's more coming. I hate to say it's heading east, Ash. You've been warned. You've been warned, my friend. We promote the Wigs for Laughs. Exactly. It's all good. It was all windy here, but it stopped. I swear it got warmer. It was so nice out today. It was 66 here in Chicago today. Gina and I were just talking about that at the outset of the broadcast tonight. And it was super windy, not like really windy like it is now. We've about rain. We just had a 46 mile per hour gust outside. It was like we had a 55 earlier tonight, 56 recently. What's going on, Captain Rehab? How the heck are you? What's going on? Everyone's had a Captain Rehab. What's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. That is one of my favorite things. Chasing my trash can lids through the neighborhood. So you mean you're not playing ultimate frisbee with the trash can lids? Come on, Tim. You have to improvise. Got to be creative. People were playing in the wind today. Not ultimate frisbee. They're playing frisbee golf because they had the heavier discs. You know, there's different weights of discs that you can use, even most heaviest of weather. Neighbors of ours were playing frisbee golf today. That's how wild it was. I know. And there's one of my favorite places in the whole country. It's called Oklahoma Joe's in Kansas City. They have the ultimate frisbee golf inventory. And this is like before COVID, obviously, but it was amazing. Yeah. Might also have fun with it, right? Exactly. It was amazing. It was just so warm out. I almost went running today. It was a little bit too windy to run, and plus it was kind of damp. You know, it drizzled a little bit around noon. I was in my sweats till 11 o'clock today. I was off today. I had a PTO day. I just slept. I didn't sleep in. I always tell people I'm sleeping in. But Ella will confirm I was on her broadcast this morning. like at 6 a.m. Uh-oh. And there goes Puppy Cat's like, all right. I have enough of the spotlight. Let's focus on the candle. What scent is the candle? This is a Yankee Candle. It is a cinnamon flavor. If I can get this to do what it's supposed to do. It's a Yankee Candle, but it's cinnamon, and it smells really good. We usually do the cinnamon for the holidays, or we do the holiday apple. The apple one is really good too, but we went with the cinnamon this year. Probably January. I don't think this is going to be around. We'll probably be down to here. We'll probably have whatchamacallit. We'll probably have the apple one in January. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, this is the candle. Fire pit has been put away for the winter. Yeah, that's I wouldn't even be caught alive. It felt like we could have done a fire pit tonight. It was that warm out. I grilled outside tonight. I grilled brats outside. It was that warm out. And I was out there with just a hood and sweats on. It felt so good. No winter coat. Super comfortable. My favorite is pumpkin or coconut. Those are good too. Pumpkin we did during the fall. When the weather got really bad this past fall, we'd come inside and we had a pumpkin one. And then we had the football. That was the football one. You guys remember the football candle we had? It was shaped like a candle. That one was like a pumpkin. And Renee used to work at Yankee Candle. I have to give you burn tips. I know, Renee. I was just going to say, I just light the thing up and I watch it. It's 41 degrees here, and you got hired. Everyone, congratulations to Mr. Rodman, everybody, out of Wayne State University. He got his master's, and he's got himself a brand new gig. Everyone, give congratulations to Mr. Rodman. That is so awesome. May we ask what you're going to be doing? Are you going to be in your field or something similar? God, I'm thirsty. I should have brought 2 glasses of water down. I should have brought 2 glasses of water down. I'm so thirsty right now. Plus, I got a late start because my daughter was freaking out that the tree was going to land on her house because of the wind, and it's not. I just pruned the pine tree, and everything's going to be fine. Look at that. In a nursing home, a director of human resources. How cool is that? Well deserved. Congratulations, Mr. Rodman. That is so cool. That is so cool. And you're going to be helping out so many people, especially in a nursing home in this day and age. You're going to be a very valuable resource, and you're going to go places. I have a feeling. I know. Don't be nervous. You're going to be fine. It's a bunch. I'm going to be in a nursing home soon. The way I'm going right now, you know. I was told by, I forgot, someone DM'd me and said, stop telling your age and stop being so cynical about being old. And she's like, you're not old and you're not decrepit. And I'm like, all right. So I was ordered on DM not to talk about my age anymore. So don't be nervous. You're going to be fine. It took me months for me to get over me starting a new job. And that's it. Exactly. Ash, you're spot on. It's because you care to do it well, and it's a great asset. Exactly. If you were going to do it kind of haphazardly, you'd be like, all right, I got a job. That's it. Yeah, whatever. You're nervous because you care and you want to be specific to detail. You want to be detailed about everything that you do. And that's a good thing. So don't be discouraged. It's normal to be nervous when you start a new job, especially one in the field that you want to do. And plus, you have the skills and the talents to outreach to those in need. I mean, you're in here all the time supporting people, and you'll be able to do the same thing in the real world. Absolutely. You love working with older adults. See, that's cool. I do too. But the problem is I'm like one of the older people now. And there's not many anyone older than me anymore. Now everyone looks up to me. Okay, I'm going to stop doing the age thing. All right, I stopped. I'm going to stop myself right there. I'm going to say I'm young and effervescent. I'll play softball forever. I'm going to play volleyball next month. And I'm going to run 5 miles. Like, hey, but you get the idea. You get the idea. I'll be like Betty White. Exactly. I'll do a Betty White thing. Why not? I could do it. And she was on Match Game when I was my age. Trying to get some of the. Sometimes these candles make my nose plug up. I don't know if that's normal or not. Am I older than most others on HEPs? Not really. Not really. I'm on the older demographic, but there are people that are older than me. I am 56. I'll be 57 in May, believe it or not. The average age of my softball team is about 35, 36, and I'm about 20 years older than them. I could almost be their dad. But I know. Betty will be 100 in January. That is so cool. She doesn't act like 100 at all. I love that. That is so cool. That's sweet. I don't feel that old at all, actually. I don't. I mean, I think there are times when I'm playing softball and I can't leg out a double to a triple. That I feel a little bit old about. I can't get to a ball as quick as I used to, or I can't get down to grab the ball as quickly as I used to. I feel a little bit older. Chasing, trying to outrun my daughter is also another one, and she can outrun me now. Emmanuel says, I am 6 years younger than you. See, sir, you're a young pup, Emmanuel. You're good. You're good. I love that she's such an animal activist. That is so cool. That is so cool. Do I play Chicago ball? I play 14-inch mush ball. 14-inch mush ball. So we don't use gloves, but it's smaller than a 16-inch softball. You have that in your 30. Oh my God, you're a baby. You're a baby. A lot of my friends are your age, though. A lot of my friends are your age. I have friends like in their 30s and 40s. I feel more comfortable with younger people. I vibe a lot better with younger people. I think I vibe well with everybody, but age is just a number. Good grief, you're helping God back the dump trucks when he was making the earth. Remember that guy I went to high school with, Chris? He parted the Red Sea. At least he got a job he liked. Mr. Rodman says, my mother worked at a nursing center over 28 years. How cool is that? That is a cool accomplishment. Check out Mr. Rodman here, guys. Check that out. My mother worked for a nursing home for nearly 28 years, and she's a nurse and was very grateful about that career. So you're pretty much picking up the baton and running with it. You're the next generation, Mr. Rodman. That is so cool. That is cool. We need more people like you in this world. Seriously, you sound like you have a great work ethic. You remember how you were on the fence? You were here on Catalyst about 3 or 4 years ago on the fence about getting your master's degree. You're like, I don't know, man. It was a lot of work. And then you had to do that term paper. And then you're like, okay, I got through college, but now I'm going to go for my master's. Remember that? That was cool. Yeah, Chicago ball is 16-inch ball. You got it. Mr. Rodman's only 31. You almost fall off your pet dinosaur and broke your wooden underwear. You know what, Chris? I'll be honest with you. Sometimes this underwear still feels wooden. I'm just going to say those things, never mind. I'm not going to go into specifics. Mr. Rodman's 31. Oh, my God. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. Oh, my God, Chris, that's hysterical. At least I didn't make you leave my show to go to a broadcast where I do the Lamastad. Poor Chris didn't see that coming. It was this nice, mellow summer night. He's just playing some tunes outside on the patio, and I'm outside at my patio. And then he went on to Beard on Weirdo show, and they made him sing and do the Lamastad. I was dying that night. That was such a hysterical night. I was like all serious. I'm like, oh, so tell me about who inspired who was your musical influences? And then Beer and Winter are like, okay, come on, just sing the Ding-a-Ling song and do a Lamastad. I love those guys. They're hysterical. You have so much energy like you're in your 20s. Well, I know I try to. I'm a kid at heart. I was telling my friend who does my hair, I said that, I don't look one darn bit Irish except my teeth. But I act like my mom. My mom is Irish. Her last name was Regan. And I don't look one bit Irish, but my teeth look Irish. But I act like one. And that's why I'm acting hyper like my mom would. Yep. Exactly. Oh, Chris, that was just, yeah, I just went in there to support. I think I invited people into the cast, just like to watch, Blaine and Wilson. And then all of a sudden they call you up. And I did a double take. I'm like, what the? And it was like, at first I thought it was going to be awkward because you're like, yeah, whatever. But all of a sudden you like flip the switch and then they flip the switch and then you guys just like that clicked. And it turned out to be one of the most hysterical nights on Haps that I've ever seen. And the other big one was when Blaine and Wilson had Tim Conrad on, and Tim told his story, and then Blaine mentioned his brother, and that was kind of a down to earth, for real situation, and that was definitely a game changer there. We got to learn a lot about Tim that night too. Half Irish too. Look at you! How cool is that? I'm half Irish and half Czech. And hello to our friends in India. How are you? Welcome to Catalyst. You don't get to see me, but you get to see this warm candle, and you can just, turn off the television, turn off the TL on your Twitter feed, and just unwind and look deep into that candle. So it's good morning over there in India. What part of India are you? What part of the India, or what part of India are you from? Good seeing you, Beakus. What's going on? How have you been? Good seeing you. Welcome to Catalyst. We do this every Wednesday night, or in this case, Thursday morning over there in beautiful India. And tomorrow night, it's football. If you guys are into the NFL, teams are jockeying for postseason position. Those of you who are doing fantasy football, like me, are kind of tweaking up their lineups, trying to get to the championship round. And we will talk NFL fantasy football. We'll talk about injuries. We'll talk about the key matchups. We'll talk about the postseason and a bunch more. Haps Huddle tomorrow night, right after Thursday night football. So please join us tomorrow night and Saturday. Oh, you are from West Bengal. Okay, that is so cool. How's the weather there today? How is the weather over there in scenic West Bengal? Ram's in the room. Ram's always in my Saturday casts or Thursday casts and sometimes Saturdays. Definitely. Oh, we were just talking cricket just moments ago. Australia is playing England right now, and that is a huge rivalry. Huge rivalry. Ash is Irish, Scottish, and Mi'kmaq and Icelandic. That is a cool mix. I dig that. That is so cool. I'm half Irish and I'm half Czech. Very cold, but you don't get snow. So it's probably around, 510 C, somewhere around there, 5 to 10 Celsius, I'm guessing. Hopefully it warms up soon. Hopefully it warms up soon for you over there. Absolutely. Yeah, so Saturday we're doing trivia. I will be wearing all Periscope attire. We will have all new categories, all are welcome. We're going to be, I think it's our last trivia night of the year. No trivia after this Saturday. So if you need your trivia fix, get it now. We will be doing a 2021 year in review round. So we'll have categories about the year in music, the year in news, year in sports, year in pop culture, year in fashion. We'll do all kinds of categories for everybody. That is Saturday at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Join Ashley and me for fun next to the old computer on Haps Saturday nights. We miss Periscope so badly. I know. So Beakus, tell us a little bit about some of your favorite Periscope memories for everybody. Everyone, type in the comments field. Share with us your favorite Periscope memories. This date a year ago, Twitter announced that Periscope was going to cease operations on March 31st. We learned that today, 1 year ago. And the night before was the big HAPS meeting with the HAPS leadership team. And then the day after was the final Golden Squirrel Awards. And then we were on HAPS after that. Gemma, good morning over there. Oh my goodness, it's 4:38 or 5:38. Oh my goodness, everyone. Big ups to Gemma. Big ups to Gemma for an outstanding edition of the Mental Health Hour, focusing on the tough holiday depression that sets in on many of us. Hope you're doing well. You're 33.3-inch German, 33.3% North, and 33% South. Nicely defined, Bri. Bri, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome to the broadcast. We had a Brian in beautiful Texas. Ash said I met some amazing friends that are like family. Isn't it something? It's 5:38. Oh my goodness, I'm I'm telling you, it's bright and early over there, and you were up late. And thank you for the one award. I appreciate it. Mop, Tim's back. There you go. So now you've got Gemma and Tim. You've got the Mental Health Hour tag team right there, complete with Shatner panties. Brian is pissed. Why are you pissed, Brian? About Periscope being on for over almost a year now? Yeah, I was pissed too. I gotta drink some water. Hold on. The winds have died down here a little bit, but my daughter and my wife are still in my bed upstairs. Oh, that. Okay. All right. I get it. I get it. One day I will convert over to another app, but I'm talking about Newly. I was on Newly last night. We had a lot of fun at the Golden, what do they call it? The Golden Buffalo Awards, recognizing great content creators over there on that app. And then I hosted the after event. We had a great audience in there last night. Thanks to those who stopped by. And if you've not downloaded the Newly app for your iPhone, do so, because I think that when they hear the word Newly, they think of me. It's not like I'm buried on some other app like here where no one could find me right away. You know what I mean? Although people are getting notifications today, which was kind of cool. Ooh, Beakus has to go. Have to give medicine to my dog. Oh my God! Everyone, do me a favor. Give me some, because we love pets in here. Everyone, give prayers to Beakus and his dog. I hope your dog feels better. How old is your dog? Beakus, how old is your dog? Prayers to you. Brian says my upper stair neighbor's toilet. Oh no! Oh crap! So you're getting upstairs poop in your in your apartment or your condo. That sucks. I did that to my neighbor once. When I had my condo and I was trying to sell it, and all of a sudden she's like, "I'm getting a leak into my bathtub." It was my shower upstairs was leaking to her bathtub, and she wouldn't let me sell the house. She was worried I was going to sell the house to some delinquents or something. Have you seen the new app Airtime? I will check out the Newly app too. Newly is awesome. It's called App Airtime, or it's just called Airtime. Airtime. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. So Brian, we should hope. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Tim, you hit it spot on right there. Yeah, Beakus, good luck with that. Take care of yourself. Be good, Beakus. Thanks for hanging out, and best to everybody over there in West Bengal. What is my thought on YouTube for trivia? I could thank you for the awards too. Ooh, Urban Meyer fired. Surprise, surprise. God, he was horrible with Jacksonville. What are my thoughts of YouTube? I love YouTube, but I have to get a big following to be able to broadcast live on there for multiple hours, I think. I think a very few have cleared that threshold. Pete in Florida, Bugsy Cruiser, Vegan Doe, a couple of others, Joanne, not me. I think I have like 20 followers on there right now. I like all these apps. Only have to have 1,000. Yeah. All right. We'll see. We will see. I'm sure we can do it though. It'll just take some time. That's all. All right, get back to bed, Gemma. Close your eyes and think of something that makes you happy, Gemma. And again, we love you. Everyone, make sure you are following the amazing Gemma over there on Twitter. I mean, on Twitch, Twitch, and here on Haps, obviously. All right, we love you, Gemma. Have a good night's sleep. Take care of yourself, my friend. And Ash is following me. My handle on Newly is Jim in Chicagoland. Yeah, as a matter of fact, had I been at my desktop, I would show you my bio link where I have like 17 billion links for wherever I'm at. But what's fun? Oh, YouTube. I'm a Jim in Chicagoland too. Yeah, I'm in Chicagoland on YouTube as well. Okay, yeah, on YouTube, I'm Jim in Chicagoland. On Newly, I'm Jim in Chicagoland. On Twitter, no, I am JS Live and JS Live. Oh, wait, hold on. Now I'm confused. All right, so Ash is going to be my little guinea pig. With all due respects, of course, young lady. She's my little guinea pig. Ash is going to jump over to another app and see if it works. She's going to go like check out my YouTube, and there's my handle's there, but I just haven't broadcast from there yet. Haven't done YouTube, haven't done Twitch yet. And Tim's made the transition seamlessly. Gina, I'm still here. No, Gina, I'm still using the same broadcast. Newly doesn't work for you. That's weird. DM Newly, Gina. Seriously, they will get back to you right away. Asks for Steve. Steve Christensen is the co-hand. Oh, you got me. Ooh, thank you. You got me a sweet spot. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. Yeah, seriously, Gina, try reaching out to Steve and CC me on the tweet, or when you message him, include me. And that way I'll know he gets it. Rom, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. I appreciate it. Seamlessly, no. Tim, I'm going to let you say no, like I do. Reason being is that, but you're using, you're not using, Tim, what are you using for your landscape stuff? Are you using OBS or live stream? Yeah, include me though, Gina. Seriously, include me, and I will make sure that he does. I'll make sure that he gets it fixed for you. StreamYard, that's what it was. Okay. And that worked out okay for you guys, right? Because last week you guys had issues with Haps. Haps is doing notifications. Yeah, I mean, thing is that I mean, and I talked to Blaine about this. I DM'd him about it, and I could kind of see why it worked. Blaine and I both switched over to Twitch, not Twitch, but we tried out Twitch about the same time about a year ago, when the whole Haps thing was still kind of in its early infancy, and Blaine managed to stay the course and stay on Twitch frequently. I mean, I would simulcast from Haps to Twitch, but I've never gained any traction, and I don't. Haps is garbage. I mean, like I said, it's to each their own. And I'm taking a break on Saturdays and maybe during the holidays, and I'm using that free time to kind of experiment. Kind of that. What does this button do? You know. Somehow you, Joe, Joe Burke, Ella, and Uke have cleaned up your screens. There's not a bunch of weird things flopping around. I reached out. Someone saw me from Indonesia on Haps through Twitch, and they asked me to watch their broadcast. So I went to watch their broadcast, and she's in Jakarta in Indonesia. So I followed her back, and there's all this stuff flying around, and it was just confusing. And I told her, and I forgot her name. She had some kind of she was really cool. She had a really cool Indo name. But I'm sitting there telling her, I'm like, what's the purpose of me going on here with all this crap flying around? And she goes, you don't have to have that on there, And I'm like, all right, whatever. Twitch, I'm very new, but it doesn't seem to be a lot of live viewers. Yes, exactly, Ashley. That's my only concern is that no one's going to find me there. I'm going to be a needle in the haystack. I told that to Blaine too. Yes, I told it to Blaine, and I said, I'm going to watch you guys. I'm going to support you guys, but nobody's going to be on my casts, and all this crap flying around. Yes, it's true. Are those toes next to the candle? No, that is. I should have put Puppy Cat over there. There. Move this up. There. And do this. Good time to plug mybunnyvalentine.com. There we go. mybunnyvalentine.com, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check that out. As a matter of fact, Ella has a special bunny promotion going on right now. I think it's Holiday Bunny 25, I think is the code word. You get a special discount if you use that in the coupon code section of her website. Support small businesses, support people like Ella and others. Support mybunnyvalentine.com. They've got, of course, the one I have over here. You've seen this guy, my broadcast. He's a Bluetooth speaker that Ashley loves so dearly that I have to bring it back upstairs every night. There's stuffed animals, there's pillows, there's belt buckles. Well, not belt buckles, but you get the idea. mybunnyvalentine.com. Support small businesses, everybody. I want to reach out to for the mental health hour. So Twitch and YouTube are the way to go. If metrics are not important, Newly is it. Yeah, so that's why I'm torn, because I don't want to alienate people, because people are like, where are you? And why are you over there where I can't see you? And I want to give Newly the shot, because I do like the content. I like the fact that people who join my casts are there. We're there just to chill. We're there to have fun. Um, and I mean, but on the other hand, I mean, I think I'd have obviously a greater reach with Twitch, and I think I'd have a better chance of reconnecting with people who I miss. I think the thing that's really attracting me right now, everyone, is that I don't want to lose you guys. Um, I I value what you guys have shared with me more than I do. I mean, I'm grateful I have a full-time job. I value you guys more. Like if I can't be with my softball friends, or if I can't be with my college buddies, or if I can't be with my beer drinking friends, or if I can't be with my music snap group, or if I can't be with people here on the court, or I can't be with family, or I can't be with my other friends. I mean, you guys are always there too. And you guys are one of those groups I love hanging out with. And there used to be a day when I used to have, we had thousands, 1,500, 2,000 people on Periscope hanging out in this room. Right now I'm looking at 79. I say quality over quantity, but at the same time, I'm wondering about the hundreds of people who we're missing right now. Apparently, this isn't going to everybody. I mean, I sometimes see the things where Reddit kind of pumps up the views where it says 500,000, which I think is a crock. I mean, when someone has 500,000, and we talked about this on the Periscope days, when someone says they have, they had, like 7,000 people in their room and they're more popular than Kanye, something is up. Yeah. Yeah. Reddit, I'm not into. I'm sure most of us will follow you on your platform of choice. Oh, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, everybody. Like I said, see, when I start, this is where the great divide comes into play, because if I start looking at metrics and analytics and all of that stuff, I don't want people to think I'm alienating them or I'm putting that in front of my message. Do I have an advocacy? Yes, I do have an advocacy as far as someone who helped pen a law for children who depend on medical cannabis in the state of Illinois, who depend on it to control their childhood illnesses. But at the same time, I like the personability of the one-on-one of talking to you guys, you know? Um, I don't want to just be a number. I don't want you to be a number. I want you to realize that you need to be heard, and that we're a good alternative to the garbage that's on TV nowadays. You know what I mean? Hey, David Osaka, what's going on, man? How are you? Everyone, please say hello to the amazing David Osaka. How are you, sir? What's going on? We're talking about the 1-year anniversary of the people at Twitter announcing that Periscope is going to be shutting down on March 31st. It's been a year already. Of course, you want to get a wider reach. That's understandable. You always want to make everybody feel at home. Of course. Of course. Yeah. So that's the balancing act. You want to get a wider reach, but at the same time, and I've said this since day one, guys, because a lot of you have been there when my daughter was having seizures. Like Dave was there, and Tim was there, and a lot of you guys were there during my days when I would just suddenly abruptly end my cast because my daughter was having a seizure, and we have to take her to the emergency room. This was 4 years ago. So the key thing here, I've been saying this since day one, do not forget the people who got you where you are today. It doesn't just apply to Periscope, perhaps, or any other live streaming platform. It affects us in life. People say, stop thinking of the past and look ahead, which is fine. It's good to do that. But at the same time, take a step back, take a collective breath, and realize that don't forget the people who got you where you are today. Happy first anniversary. Yes, 1-year anniversary of Haps for me tomorrow. The big numbers weren't real. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. And that was one of the turnoffs. And that was the beginning of the end of Periscope, because by then, Jack was basically telling Kayvon, start developing Twitter Spaces. And a lot of that small Periscope crew or Periscope help was being asked to do Periscope or Twitter Spaces. So the app fell apart and people exploited the system. They bought hearts, they bought cheap and fake ways to get super broadcaster status. They bought fake followers and fake views and bots and all of that, and it distorted it, and it pretty much created a divide between those who played by the rules and those who were just being opportunistic and focusing on metrics with zero content worthwhile at all. I don't think you'll ever make anyone feel just like a number. You're too kind and welcoming. Well, thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. But that's the thing, is that's the battle that I'm struggling with. I mean, people can go on YouTube, like Dave's on YouTube or Dave's on other platforms, and Dave can connect because he's always traveling. He is showing us some beautiful views of the Far East that we don't see. He'll be in Osaka. He'll go to Tokyo. He'll sit there and go all over the place. He'll take us to these, these beautiful, shrines. He'll take us to all these different locations around the city and around the country. I'm in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Collective yawn. They count people flickering over the screen or anyone with the screen on as a number. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And they do Reddit. It's the same thing with Reddit. Yeah, we were just talking about Reddit right before you went live, Dave, because it would say 500,000 or so, like 750,000, and you'd only see comments from like 20 people, if that many. Yes, exactly. They bait you in with the big numbers so you continue to use. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's very farcical. Yep, it's about balance. Don't undervalue your worth ever. No, and I'm not underestimating my worth. I am very good at what I do, and I'm very grateful for that. But at the same time, I want to keep myself balanced and focused and not let it get to my head. I want to be approachable, but at the same time, I want to continue creating fresh content and rebranding if I have to. Hey, John, what's going on, man? How have you been? Good seeing you. Good morning to my friends down there in beautiful, scenic South Africa. How are you? What is going on? How the heck are you? I never do. No, I've got too much going for me right now, especially with my wife, my daughter, my family, my friends, you guys. And that's what I'm getting at is that I'm about to embark on Twitch because of the fact that I do have Restream. I was talking to Chantal, and she got told me about a discount for the Restream software for my computer. I wasn't a big fan of OBS, so I'm trying Restream for a year. It was like $90 for a whole year. I'm like, hey, why not? Let's try it. And I've got nothing to lose. I was going to buy, I'm sorry, did I say South Africa? I meant Scotland. There is another John, it was a John McCormick. There's a John McCormick, and it's MACC or MICK in South Africa. So my apologies. Right near Cape Town, actually. I can guarantee we'll all support you. Oh, thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. And I just want you guys to go for the ride. And I want to make sure I don't lose touch with you guys. It's kind of like we graduated high school. Some of us went to this college. Some of us went to this university. Some of us went to the armed forces. Some of us didn't go to school at all, but we all kept in touch. You know what I mean? That's kind of my analogy of that, pretty much. Restream looks really cool. Yeah, I like the layout, and I'm kind of monkeying around with it right now. It is a work in progress. Trust me on that. And yes, after all the rain you've got over there in Scotland, John, I don't blame you one bit. Although they do have kind of a viral issue down there with, with the Omnicon going on right now. But yeah, so I'm going to play with that a little bit. I'm just going to fiddle with this. I'm going to probably call it like, what does this button do? And then see what happens. You know what I mean? So it might be some really boring tests. I almost did that today, but then I got called away and I had to get my oil changed, and I went to do some Christmas shopping and got my hair cut and had to take care of some stuff at the office too. So I like Twitch, Rumble, and Clapper. Never heard of Rumble or Clapper. Have you heard of Newly? Newly is fun. I'm on there at Jim in Chicagoland. My friend does it and she loves it. See, that's what I'm getting at. I would love to do that. Now, Ash, when you do your casts, are you in your kitchen or are you in your dining room? Because I always see your kitchen in the background when you go live. I got to jump on your cast and spoil you. I've not jumped on your casts in God knows how long. You're in your kitchen. That's what I thought. God, I've been such a tool. I got to go on your cast sometime and hang out. Because I remember there was another tarot reading card gal that we had on JS Live, the late night talking variety program last year on HAPS. She's up in Washington State or in like Oregon or something like that. And I forgot her name. I haven't been live in a couple of weeks. I will definitely have to come on there and chill with you. Crap. What was her name? She was like, she had short blonde hair. Lindsay Ball. No, not Lindsay. Jaguars just fired Urban Meyer. Yep, Tim broke that news too, Jameer. That's a no-brainer. That was a no surprise. Yeah, they're just so pathetic. I mean, you have Trevor Lawrence doing nothing. You pretty much alienated like James Robinson. That was just a disaster waiting to happen. He'll be back doing Fox stuff. He'll be doing Fox college football in a couple of weeks. They'll have him do bowl games, no doubt. But that's what I'm probably going to do. That's my plan of attack. I'll probably do that. But like I said, I'll just take some time off because there won't be trivia for the next couple. After this Saturday, Christmas is on a Saturday, New Year's is on a Saturday. Christmas is Christmas, and then New Year's is football. So there will be no live streaming. I may jump on and say hi to people. Like I'll jump on their broadcasts, but I will not be doing trivia on those Saturdays. So lag where? Here? All right. Good night, Ash. Take care of yourself, young lady. See, I thought you were like 30. I'll be honest with you, Ash. You're like, I thought you probably thought I was younger too. I thought you were like 30. That's what I thought. Oh, Urban Meyer lag. Yeah. That could be too. All right, Ash. Have a great evening, my friend. Everyone, say goodnight to the amazing Ash. Thank you for your inspiration and your support. That means the world to me. And thank you for the encouragement. I'm going to take a deep breath and dive in, and we're going to make it happen. And I appreciate you always being there. Yeah, that's always fun. So that's I might do. I may take the cue from you guys. I just needed to bounce it off you guys before I start doing crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm about to embark on something where I may not be able to monetize as much. I will be able to at least be able to do what I want to do as far as content creation. And that is my creating content and rebranding is my specialty. I am so good at that. And I can't wait to be creative again. I love it here, but I just feel limited with the 2x3 screen and everyone on all these different apps now. And even when I multicast, not everyone sees me like I'd want to. And I think there were some limitations as far as what you could read when someone goes on Twitter. I haven't seen one Twitch comment at all tonight, which was interesting. I am simulcasting to Twitch and Twitter, but no one comments from it. They can see my broadcast, but I can't see their comments. So, I mean, Newly is going to get more done in about a month than what's going on other apps in about a year. That's why I'm very, and it's not that Newly is perfect either. Newly doesn't have replays. You can't like type on someone's name and see their profile or follow them. There's a lot of bugs. There's no question about it. Like when someone calls in, there's latency issues. It's a work in progress. But that's what I like about it because it's new and it's raw and they listen. Yes. They don't do a left turn and just have something completely different and alienate an entire, fan base or a user base. It's different, you know. So, all right, here's the schedule. Last full week of the year for my live streaming enjoyment here. Tonight, it's Catalyst. Tomorrow night, it is Habs Huddle. After tomorrow night's football game, I will jump on. We'll do game previews of Week 15 in the NFL, fantasy football, including some people who are in the playoffs. Me. I know you're going to be tweaking up your rosters for your postseason fantasy football teams. Thanks to me. You're welcome. I hope your fantasy football teams did good too. Except Brian. Poor Brian. Poor Brian Cattle Skull Brian. He's kind of struggling with his fantasy team. But that was his own doing, not mine. Tony D's also. I have I did not make Tony D's team bad. That's my disclaimer. So we'll talk about Week 15 in the NFL, fantasy football, game previews, and we'll look at the playoff picture as well in the NFL tomorrow night after the Thursday night football game. Can nobody not buy the Periscope site and reintroduce it? It was perfect, but at least everyone was able to hang out there. You know what? That's if I win the Powerball, if my wife hits the Powerball or Mega Millions, I will buy the Periscope app, or I'll ask for Haps Classic, and I'll just recreate Haps Classic like we used to have. It wasn't perfect, but at least everyone was on there to hang out. I noticed last night on Newly, the video quality was bad when too much was going on. Yes, when there were people trying to call in, and yeah, it got the latency kind of came, or not the video. It was the video quality. You're right, John or Tom. Tom, you're right. It was the video quality. It got kind of grainy. And we had 15 people in the room at the time. I noticed that. And then when I went live yesterday, I only had like 10 people in the room at a time. Everything was really good. So, here we go. This is what I wanted to find out. Bob Dobbs says, can't chat on your Twitter feed. Where else are you streaming tonight? I'm over on Twitter. I'm on Twitter and on Twitch tonight. I think I'm on YouTube, but I'm about to end my cast, actually. I'm about to end anyway. I'm going to be jumping on tomorrow night after the Thursday night football game. And I forgot who's playing tomorrow night. Does anybody know who's playing tomorrow night? I completely forgot. I should have had it written down here with my notes to share with you, but I completely blanked out, and my tablet is dead. Great. And the power is going to go out any minute because it's really windy outside. But I should save some battery life if the power does go out. So I will, I know. And the winds have died down a little bit, albeit not much. It's still kind of meh. Ooh, that's going to be an epic game. Colts and Patriots is going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Oh, thank you, John. So it's going to be the Chiefs and Chargers. That'll be a good game too. There'll be a lot of offense. A lot of offense. We need a lot of Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen was activated off the COVID list and is scheduled to play Saturday. And I need Keenan Allen to get me at least 15 points. We need Cordell Patterson to get me 15 points. I picked up Ramondre, what's his name, from the Patriots. We need a lot of Ramondre. And we need a lot of, who else we need a lot of? We need a lot of Stephon Diggs. We need a lot of Kyler Murray. I picked up KJ Osborne. We need a lot of KJ Osborne for the struggling Vikings. God, you know what's funny, Tom? As I went against a team and lost to them 145 to 80, and he had Jonathan Taylor on a bye week. And the best part is that I made the playoffs and he didn't. And I lost him by like 70 points, like my worst loss ever. Garbage cans are all over the place. Oh, geez, I believe it. Yeah. My wife and my daughter is actually in my bed with my daughter. My wife and daughter are sleeping upstairs in our bed because my daughter was freaking out thinking that the tree was going to land on the roof of the house. Robert, style counselor. That's right. Good seeing you, Bob. What's going on, man? Good seeing you. What's happening? I know, Tom, don't worry. You got Jonathan Taylor back this week. You're going to be good. How are you? Good seeing you. And you did really good on trivia. And you need to jump on more trivia. Hope you're doing well. But we're just about to wind up here in a little bit. I've been on for like a couple hours. And I got to be up at like 6 to... I got to get up at 6 to get my daughter on the bus and all that kind of fun, get herself ready. I need help to get into the playoffs with a winning streak. Well, tomorrow night, jump on tomorrow night. We'll be on right after the end of the Chiefs-Chargers game tomorrow night, about 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central, 9:30 Mountain, 8:30 Pacific. We will. What's cool about our broadcast Thursday is that people always like help each other out with ad drops and injury reports, especially with all the COVID stuff going on now in the NFL. That's going to be timely as well. We'll talk about money lines. We'll talk spreads. We'll talk over-unders. We'll talk about key plays or key games. We'll do all that tomorrow night. It's a lot of fun. So make sure, and John will do what we can to help you out. And I know you guys helped me get into the playoffs. I'm back in the playoffs for the fourth year in a row, 6 of the last 7 years. Yeah. And I think I only won one championship, all of that. So go figure. All right. I'm going to bed. Thank you to Tom, to John, to Robert, to Gina, to Ash, to Bob. The list goes on and on. To Chris Gales for stopping by. Big ups to Chris. I love Chris. Thank you to Ed. Thank you to Sassy. All you replay viewers. We love you guys. John over there in Scotland. Hope things warm up over there in beautiful Edinburgh and other related parts of Scotland and the British Isles. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. John, thank you for the Love Celebration award. I appreciate that. It helps pay for Ashley's medical cannabis and keeps her seizure-free now for 4 straight years. And we're still paying for it out of pocket, but we'll get that soon too. So everybody, thank you so much for spending your Thursday night with me. We'll see, or Wednesday night with me. It's Wednesday. Feels like I had a day off today. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday night with me. I look forward to speaking with you guys tomorrow night after the Chiefs-Chargers game on Haps Huddle. And that will be over most of this Haps network. And we'll go blast it over to Twitch and Twitter with hopes that maybe they'll be able to see it. So COVID variant is crazy here. Yes, it is. We just got our second case of the Omicron yesterday here in Chicago. It's the first one in the Chicago area, somewhere in the northwest suburbs, but don't know where. So go figure. All right, guys, let's blow out this candle and call it a night. We'll see you tomorrow night after the Chiefs-Chargers game for Little Haps Huddle, and then we'll do our last Saturday night trivia broadcast of the season on Saturday with Ashley and me. So thank you so much. Until next time, this is Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, bidding you a very pleasant good evening.